Hello everybody, today I would like to make your life easier. I will teach you how to avoid all the stops and restarts on the Spring Boot. For that, the only thing that you should do is add a starter. If you are using IntelliJ from JetBrains, you already have this link on your IDE that you can click and choose Spring Boot DevTools. It's not a very complicated thing, it's just to add a dependency. If you are using, of course, Eclipse or other IDE, or you don't have this version of IntelliJ, the only thing that you should do is to add this dependency on your Maven. This is the action that was taken when I clicked here and choose this starter. Okay, that's because IntelliJ understands that it's a Spring application and tries to make your life easier. Okay, so in this case, you just have to add this to your dependencies, or Spring Boot and Spring Boot DevTools, and you can add this because it only makes sense for this package to be available when you are executing your application. It will not add any functionality to your application, but it will make your life really easier by avoiding all the restarts when you need to change the code. Let's see what happens when we add this. If you are adding this on Eclipse or Visual Studio Code, it's not necessary for do nothing more than that. But if you are using IntelliJ, you should do at least 2 more things for this to work. At least for my experience, I don't know if it's already fixed on IntelliJ, but usually you should go to the settings here, okay? Then you should go to the build execution deployment compiler and make sure this checkbox build project automatically is checked, okay? That's the first thing that you should do, okay? And the other thing, you should go to advanced settings here. Sometimes people miss this one and still not working. And you have an area here called compiler. And if you read here, you can see allow automate to start even if the developed application is currently running. And you should check this one also, okay? And now you are ready to use the DevTools. So when you click OK, and let's see what happens. I'll start my application. Now let's do it like this. You can start from the IDE. I like to use this Maven, local Maven that comes with the application. Okay, so the application is running. Let's make sure it's really running. Okay, here we have another REST point called users that returns a user. Okay, that's nothing happened here. But imagine now that I want to change the code, but I don't want to stop the server, build it again and start again. Okay, so let's go here to the user service. Let's change something here like hello world, and let's add something here like local date time. Now to string, for instance, I'll just put a space here to avoid a crowdy string. Okay, let's save. Okay, you see that it took a few seconds, but it just updated the building. Behind the scenes, the IntelliJ detected there was change in some of the Java class and say, okay, you changed something, I will recompile it, I will start the application automatically, and now it should be ready. I did any stop or start of the application. And you can see that the output is a little bit different. You can see here that condition evaluation and change. So now when we go to here and write hello, you can see now that you can see this and a change and executing, okay? I'll do another change. For instance, here, let's say password 123. Okay, wait a little bit and you see this change. It can be quick. Okay, it's just 2 seconds. Okay, you saw that happening. Now let's put users here. And you can see the code change. So now we don't have to stop, change the code and start it again. It makes our life really easier as developers in the Spring Boot. That's what I wanted to show you today on this video. I hope it will be very helpful for you. Even for my further videos, it will be really helpful. Every time I have to create a class or something, it will not be necessary to stop and start the server again. I think it makes the life easier for anyone. Don't forget, if you are using IntelliJ, check the 2 options that I talk about the compilation, see on the video, during the video I explain how it works. If you are using Visual Studio Code or Eclipse, it's not necessary again, but for IntelliJ you should have these changes on the settings of the IDE app. Okay, hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching.